Cowboys to a 4-1 record this season with a backup quarterback in Cooper Rush. He's been their starter since Dak went out with that thumb injury week 1. McCarthy currently has the 6th best odds to win Coach of the Year. That, according to Fox Bet Sportsbook. All right, Shannon, go ahead, weigh in here. Through 5 games, should Mike McCarthy be Coach of the Year?
Absolutely not. They're 4-1, but it don't have anything to do with him. He doesn't call the offensive plays. He doesn't call the defensive plays. Dan Quinn has done an unbelievable job with the defense. Kellen Moore has put Cooper Rush in a great situation, throwing just enough to keep the defense honest, running when he finds creases, and he's not a great motivator. Obviously, probably going to be somebody from that division. Brian Daboll has greatly exceeded expectations with the Giants. Nick Sirianni. I didn't think Nick Sirianni, when he showed up there with a chip shirt on and looked like he had slept in the soup from the night before, but that's notwithstanding, he seems to be the right guy for the job and has them playing extremely well. So, Coach of the Year, hell, he's not even Coach of the Year in the NFC East. He's in second place in that. So, absolutely not.
My question back to you is, what exactly does Mike McCarthy do? Because I don't know. That's the problem with this whole question. Just in a vacuum, if you just sort of take Dallas, everybody proclaimed them dead, everybody danced on their grave, Dak stunk in the opener, Dak got hurt at the end of the opener, it's over, right?
Right.
Over and out. No, they're fully back to life. They're 4-1. So we'd say, with 4 wins with the backup quarterback, that should at least put you in the conversation for Coach of the Year. Well, unfortunately, I know too much, which is I don't know anything that he does.
Exactly.
Because to your point, he doesn't call plays.
Offense or defense.
He gives the single worst motivational speeches I've ever heard thanks to Hard Knocks. So I disqualify him there. And all I know is that Dan Quinn, once again, should be the assistant coach of the year, which he was last year.
Right.
Dan Quinn is my unofficial head coach.
Right.
I said that going in because I feel like Dan Quinn is the motivator of the team. I think the whole team feeds off his cap on backwards kind of energy.
I guess the team hears when he giving the pep talk to the defense.
They do. They hear like, yeah, we got it.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
We got you.
Mike, we already got the pep talk.
And obviously, the defense is the backbone of the team.
Yeah.
It's the driving force of the team, and it just gets better and better.
Yes.
Well, he was really good coaching Seattle, and I got to say, he was really good coaching the Atlanta Falcons because he got them to a 28-3 lead over Tom Brady and Bill Belichick in a Super Bowl, and you know the rest of the story.
Yes.
Well, that was Tom Brady. And
I tell you know what, Skip? I'm going to give him some credit. He did hire Dan Quinn, and he did keep Kellen Moore. So let's give him some credit for that. But that doesn't win you Coach of the Year.
But that was in the past. That's not right now,
right? So,
right?
Okay, well, that's all I got for you.
Okay, and Kellen Moore, I'm not sure about his motivational skills, but he did play the position as a backup quarterback in the league.
He wasn't good as Cooper Rush.
No, he wasn't. Well, heck no. He was way better in college than Cooper Rush was. He was
really good at the Boise State.
Joe Montana Jr.
He only lost like 2 games, I think.
They were really
2 or 3
good.
maybe.
Yeah, he was sweet with the left-handed dart thrower.
Yes.
But the point is, he is a clever play caller.
Yes.
He gets on rolls. Some games I like better than others, but again, there's some meat and potatoes going on because if you give it to him on a platter, he'll just run it down your throat.
Right.
And they got Zeke going. I thought Zeke ran really hard on Sunday.
I thought so too.
Okay.
But let me ask you this. You said, okay, I give we did the percentage. How much credit do we give Cooper Rush for the Cowboys' success? I'm going to give Mike McCarthy the same level credit. I'm gonna give it 5%.
5%.
I'm gonna give it 5%.
Okay, well, in my
I'm gonna get the rest of it to the coordinator.
Well, I just went straight 60%, 40%, but I guess I should.
For Mike McCarthy?
No, I mean 60% for Cooper Rush over the defense.
Right.
But I guess you need to dole out some credit. So the coaches to me are in the 5% range. So 5 and 5. So I'll reduce Cooper Rush to 55 and the defense to 35.
No. How much credit you give Mike McCarthy? Well, I'm gonna give the team 95%. I'm gonna give him 5%.
I don't give him. I give him 0.
You ain't gonna give him 5.
I'm 0 because, to me, they are winning in spite of that. They're winning because he hasn't gotten in the way.
Right.
Not one time has he been forced to make a critical challenge, not challenge.
I want to see him
decision.
challenge because his challenges are the worst.
Well, they're the
okay, well,
worst.
how about this? We give him milk chance. We give him 2%.
2%. Okay, maybe. The irony of what you're talking about is he came through on one challenge in his whole life, and it happened to be on the Dez caught it play.
Yeah, but he went with your team.
I know, he was with Green Bay. I think it was the only good thing he ever did in Green Bay because I think he went along for the Aaron Rodgers ride to the Super Bowl.
He absolutely.
And here I'm trumpeting his hiring because he's a made man. Talking about rings, at least he can splash one out on the table, right? And he splashed it for Jerry, and Jerry bought it.
Jerry bought it.
He swallowed it.
He
hook, line, and sinker,
He
right?
did.
But the point is, if he doesn't call plays and he doesn't motivate and he's a liability as a challenger on the sideline, I watch him during the games and he's like a bump on the sideline log, and
Right.
that's all I know. But I told you going in, they have to rise above, and you just hope he doesn't find himself in harm's way.
This is what I see him doing, looking up the Jumbotron. Like, bro, you right there, look at the field. I mean, what did you see?
Well, we saw last year there were 4 or 5 disaster moments where he lost it.
Well, the Giants, the Giants, he should have
Okay,
challenged.
that's the first year.
Yeah.
Well, he just should have challenged, and it was like a blatant misfire of you're going to win the game if you challenge this because it was not a catch.
Correct.
And then there was a big turnover last year, and he just lost control of the whole situation. Remember, Bones was trying to tell him, hey,
Right.
you know, it's going to be our ball.
Right.
Oh, let me look up and see. Oh, yeah.
Too late.
Okay, so it feels like Cooper Rush's mojo has overcome Mike McCarthy through 4 games. I just hope that he's like an umpire or a referee. He's at his best when you did not notice him during the game, right?
Therefore, he hasn't had to put his imprint on the game
Not
with
once.
a call or a challenge. So with that being said, unfortunately, or fortunate for you, he is not coach of the year. He's not going to be coach of the year.
Well, that's like a joke to me that he would be coach of the year. But I do agree. It feels like it's going to come out of the NFC East.
Yes.
And I'm not ruling the Giants out as a playoff team because we're going to have to fight them off at some point.
Well, you've already beaten them at their place.
Yep.
So you have to feel good about that. But I think Dan Quinn, he's going to be in the running for assistant of the year. I think Ken Dorsey's going to give him some strong consideration for that award, too.
Maybe.
Because Buffalo's offense has been unstoppable thus far.
Well, we know who Ken Dorsey is because he wrecked his...
He pulled a Brady.
Yeah, he did pull a Brady. Yeah. And I couldn't blame him for that moment. I'm capable of doing exactly the same thing.
NFL said, y'all better start breaking these tablets. These tablets cost like $2,000. Y'all breaking them.
They can afford it. They're okay.
they definitely can't afford it.
Speaking of being capable of things, gentlemen, what was Devontae Adams capable of last night? He pushed a credentialed member of the media to the ground. We have some new developments.
Yes,
Plus,
we do.
We're going to show you what Devontae had to say about the incident when Undisputed returns here on FS1.